Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today we are going to be watching a speed build of Pwrcpl's Fixer Upper. So basically Joe from over at Pwrcpl built a house, a very nice looking house that we just made better. And so as you can see, all he did was put a kitchen and some he was working on a budget, but he told me to go ahead, no holds barred, just redo the whole thing, no budget. So I did. And the first thing I did was delete all the items that he had put in there, move the stairs, and realign the grain of which way the green was facing from the wooden porches. So this was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy Pwrcpl's channel, so if you get a chance, definitely go check them out on Twitch if you are a part of that community. If not, they also have a YouTube channel. They're on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I think that's all the things, at least that I can remember. I'll link everything below, but they're a lot of fun to chat with and just interact with. So so here we are creating the dining room, and we had a lot of fun putting this together. There's about half an hour of this, and I don't really have much to talk about. As per usual, my life is stream, go to work, go to sleep, go to work, sleep, work, stream, sleep. And that's pretty much it. But I'm getting a few days off in the next week. I'll have Thanksgiving, all the way from Thanksgiving to that following Monday off. So I'll hopefully be able to do a lot more videos and streams and that kind of thing. So if you're interested, definitely go and follow me on Twitch as well. I try to do streams Friday, some Fridays, not every Friday, but some Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. I won't be streaming. Well, you won't see this until after Monday anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But usually the Fridays I don't stream will be the Fridays that I'm working. So the weeks that I'm working a Saturday. So I'll mainly focus on YouTube stuff Friday night if I can, instead of streaming. But yeah, I basically, my thought process with this was to just get the items down where in the floor plan where I where I thought I wanted them. And then later we'd figure out a color scheme and clutter and all that. So that's what I'm doing here, just trying to figure out where to put stuff and how to arrange things. So the wallpaper I really liked until I saw it all all over. I think I kept some of it, I'm not sure. But yeah. This was a good time. It's just, I've said this in other videos, but Twitch is just a lot of fun. I love the people, the friends that I've made, the people I've met. It's just a wonderful community. They're very supportive of each other. We're all very supportive of each other, and currently they're trying to get me to affiliate status, and I'm so close to being there on Twitch. I'm so close. Not quite there, but almost. And so I've got some emotes ready, which are just little things that you can put into your chat, little pictures for those who don't know what they are. And so I got some of those ready, and I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to make affiliate status. It's going to be a good time for sure. So here I'm trying to build, furnish, and chat with the people in my stream. So if I pause the decorating for a second, that's probably why. I'm either looking through stuff or I'm chatting. So We did make Joe a secret basement. You won't see it until part 2. So I'll have to explain that later, at a later date. But the whole time I was making the basement, I was just giggling my head off. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. This is so great. So I kind of make a little parlor area. So Joe created this house as like a kind of a coastal cottage feel, to have a coastal cottage feel to it. So I tried to stay true to that a little bit. I made it kind of old-timey and not super modern, obviously, but I tried to just make sure that I had kept the theme throughout, and I think I did an okay job. So just rugs everywhere, older equipment everywhere, that kind of thing for the most part. I mean, there is that speaker in the TV, but it's fine. We're fine. Oh yeah, we have the gramophone player there as well, which I thought was really fun. And then we kind of cordon it off to be its own room. And I think, yeah, we do put archways in there just so it's a little more open, but still its own space. And I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was fun. So right now, I guess I can see the cam from when I was doing the build, but you guys can't because this face is overlaid on that face, but apparently I was telling a story or something. There was a lot of hand movement going on. But yeah, so this was a cramped space, but that's always good for decorating because you can make it feel more homey and more furnished with a smaller space. Bigger spaces are a lot harder to make it feel lived in, I think. And I really wanted, I was really wishing for rocking chairs. I think one of the previous Sims games had rocking chairs. And in this moment, I was like, oh, that would be perfect. That'd be a perfect fit for this room. But there are no rocking chairs in The Sims 4, unfortunately. And then I'm trying to also create kind of a stone hearth for the fireplace, just because, you know, safety and all that. But I was trying to figure out a pattern and it just wasn't working out really, so I just did that square patch there with the stones. But the more I do this, and especially on Twitch where I can talk with people and they can kind of give input, or I talk aloud to myself, I've really found myself more inspired and more motivated to build. And then because I've been doing it more and more, I think my style has really come out. My building style, because this house is pretty similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar to my Super Sim house that I built, the new one that I built for her, for my Super Sim, which I didn't notice until later when we were doing the walkthrough. I was like, hey, this is really familiar. But of course not everything is the same, but I was trying to put a bathroom under the stairs, but it just wasn't working. So I put that door there, but I kept it there because I figured we'd maybe put a door to the basement as well at some point. So of course, every good house needs a very welcoming, homey entryway. So the story behind the Sim that lives here, Joe created a Sim on stream one day. And I was not fully present. I knew what he was doing, but I didn't know what traits he had given his Sims so far. And apparently he'd made him like a genius and a dancer, and he was asking for input for the third trait. And randomly I typed in evil and then went back to what I was doing. So the Sim that is supposed to live here is an evil genius dancer. And so I also kept that in mind while building this, and I figured he would be pretty creative. He'd like his music. So I put a lot of just musical things. I did not put any instruments, however, but I did put some, like a jukebox and a gramophone and a dance floor and that kind of thing in this build, which was a lot of fun. And then for his evil trait, that's what the basement is for. So we'll go over that in part 2 of the speed build, which will... So if you're seeing this the day it's published, that video will come out tomorrow. If you're seeing this later, you can just go watch it now. But it'll be Pwrcpl's, what is it called? Something part 2, speed build part 2, something like that. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it yet, but here I'm just trying to figure out the layout of the entryway, and it doesn't, I move it around a few times. Like, it doesn't really stay like that. Although the way it is right now would make a lot more sense because you could just walk in and sit down on that little hutch looking thing, but yeah. So I found out I really do enjoy working with Pwrcpl on their builds and their shells and all that stuff. There will be links to the Pwrcpl shell challenge that I did a week or 2 ago. Maybe it may have been longer than that, but anyway, I'll link it down below. There will be cards and all that up in the corners, wherever, whichever side, this side, that side. You can click on and go to those videos as well. But if you want to wait and watch this entire video, or this video in its entirety, then the links will be down below as well. Or you can go to my channel and check it out. It should be under BS Builds. So, okay, so we are furnishing a half bathroom now on the first floor because Joe, when he was making his house, he's like, we don't need a bathroom on the first floor. And then he's like, oh, I want the bathroom upstairs to be ensuite. And I'm like, who's gonna use an ensuite bathroom? Like, what guest is gonna use your ensuite bathroom? You need a bathroom on the first floor. So I made him a bathroom on the first floor because guests need that, unless you're just a hermit and never have friends over, which is entirely possible, I suppose. But we're just making it a little bit lovelier in the bathroom. Some wall plants and a poof and some paintings, wall art and that kind of thing. And I do believe we changed the walls soon, maybe? I'm not sure. But we can figure it out. Watch and find out. So here we are figuring out the color scheme now, which I really enjoyed. I love that point where I've laid everything down and I'm like, oh, I know what I want this to look like now. The flow is there, you know. That's always one of the best parts for me, because getting going is always hard. It's always difficult. But figuring out the color scheme kind of, for me, means everything's coming together and it's going to get easier to just finish out the build. So now the game is no longer active. That's because Joe told me he made me a moderator in his Twitch channel. And I was really confused because I only read half his message and I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, awesome. So, like I said, the community on Twitch is just simply amazing. It's a good time for sure. So definitely, it doesn't cost anything, honestly, to be on Twitch just as a viewer. You can choose to donate or subscribe or send bits, which are the Twitch currency, and if you're affiliate and someone sends you bits, you get a certain amount of money based on how many bits they send you. But that's totally optional, and all the streamers I know are like, this is not a requirement. We just want you here. We enjoy your company, which is entirely the truth. I completely agree with them 100%. This is not something I expect to make money on at all. I just enjoy having the company. So yeah, just to view a video and to be in the stream costs you $0, and streamers really appreciate the company and the friendships they make. So I highly recommend, it's twitch.tv. if you don't know what Twitch is, or you've never participated in a stream there, or don't have a profile, I highly recommend it, just because it's a good time. It really is. You gotta find your people. It took me a while to find people that I really clicked with as well. So if you run into streams where you just don't enjoy the streamer or their community, just try again. Because you'll eventually find someone in someone's community that you really, really click with. And I've been really lucky. I've found Pwrcpl, I found the Mims, a few others that I'm probably not naming that I probably should. Gaming Cat Lady is amazing. So those are my people. And you are more than welcome to come see us and interact with our streams. But like I said, if you just don't jive with somebody, it's not a big deal. Just keep trying until you find a streamer that you enjoy. So just a thought. Again, all those links will be down below as well if you want to come hang out. I don't exactly want to plug my content all day on this video, so yeah, like I said, we're figuring out the patterns and the color schemes and all that throughout the house. So most of the first level is furnished. We've just got the office area and the breezeway to do. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with the area. I really didn't know. I was having some issues trying to figure out what to do with it, and so I got rid of some of the stuff that I had in there already just to make room. And I was like, you know what? I think he needs a study. He's a creative guy. He needs an easel. He needs a computer. He needs a bookshelf. So we're just going through the desks here to figure out what would best suit our sim. His name is Royce. I forget his last name, but he's on my Sims 4 Gallery. Is he on mine? No, he's on Pwrcpl Sims 4 Gallery. So if you hashtag search Pwrcpl, Pwrcpl, you'll find him on there. First name Royce, last name I can't remember. I want to say it starts with an M, but I'm not sure. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. And by the way, Joe made fun of me for putting a chessboard, a chessboard on the porch. He's like, Royce isn't gonna play chess. Who's he gonna play chess with? He's evil. And I'm like, I get that, but at the same time, a chessboard is a necessity in Sims 4. Like, you must have one. Kind of like the easel and a computer. Every Sims 4 house has to have a chessboard, and that's all there is to it, Joe. So we had fun with that. He streamed a walkthrough of this house, and it was pretty funny. Just trying to figure out curtains because nothing ever fits correctly. Like I can't ever get anything to fit the way I want it to. So eventually we find something that kind of fits and kind of matches other curtains that fit. Or blinds, I guess. But, yeah, it's coming together. And, area rugs are a staple as well. It makes not everybody likes to use them, but it does make the room feel more put together. At least for me. Some people don't like putting area rugs down at all in Sims 4. I'm not sure why, because it does liven up the room a lot, but maybe it just... Some people like clutter, some people don't, and I do consider area rugs as clutter. Clutters up a room. It makes it feel more lived in and fuller, I guess. So there's not a whole lot left to say, and there's quite a bit left in this video. I will say I did put up an impossible shell on the gallery because Little Simsy coined the shell challenge, which is where she creates the shell of a building or a house. It can be anything you want it to be, but she creates a shell of something. You download it, you try to make something out of it, but the only thing is that you cannot move or delete her walls. You can add your own floor plan, you can paint the walls whatever color you want, you can put balconies on. I don't think you can extend balconies out from where they already are, but like... Say you have 2 floors and you want to make part of the existing second floor like a ensuite balcony, you can totally do that. So basically what I did, because Joe created a shell that was a lot of fun for me to furnish, again, I'll link those below, but the roofing was the absolute worst, but I was determined to not take the easy way out and make them all into like party balconies. So plus there wasn't any room for stairs anyway, so it didn't matter. But it took like an hour and a half, 2 hours to roof the darn thing, and I was so friendly, I don't know if it's a thing, but friendly irritated. It was a friendly type of irritation toward Joe from Pwrcpl for creating these weird shaped rooms. So in retaliation, I created an impossible shell. You can go, I do have a video on my other channel showcasing that. I did create it on Twitch, and it's just really funny. If you want to try to take on this impossible shell challenge, feel free to download it from the gallery. Again, the username is the Busy Simmer on there. You can hashtag search the Busy Simmer. You can hashtag search Pwrcpl. It will pop up. But the lot is called I Get You Back. So please, if you do furnish it, let me know. If you record yourself doing that, definitely let me know that as well so I can check out your video. The deadline is January 5th, and then I'm going to live stream tour all the builds, or all of the finished products that we have. So Joe's already started on it. Mims is doing it. Realms is doing it. There's a few other people that said they want to try it. So it should be interesting. It's weird. You just go check it out. But definitely tag me in that stuff. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Tag me in it. hashtag the busy summer in your finished product on the video, on the photographs that you put up on social media, just all of it. I want to see it all. So we finished the first floor, and I get overwhelmed by the second floor, and so I go back and tweak the first floor a little bit. Just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with the second floor. It's so weird. So here, now we're gonna start on the second floor. And it takes forever to load, apparently. And we have some more issues. I thought I cut all this out. That's a lot of fun. But this part's a little bit shorter just because I was dealing with a migraine, and so I did have to end it a little bit sooner than I would have wanted to. But we get the basics down on the second floor. So I give them a tour of what the first floor looks like. Dining room, kitchen. Hopefully you guys don't get seasick from all the spinning. Breezeway. Bathroom. Office. And then we go into the second floor, and I try to figure out a floor plan. I wanted to keep the ensuite deck, but there just wasn't enough room to do that and also do an ensuite bathroom. It would have been really, really tight. So I do make an ensuite deck, but it's not on the ocean view side, unfortunately. Just because putting the same size bathroom on the other side of the house would have looked really weird. But, so yeah, we start with the ensuite deck here, or sorry, ensuite bathroom. And, that's about all I have to say about that. There's really not much else to say. I wish I had things to talk about. I'm just not a very exciting person. I could tell you that I worked Tuesday through Saturday of last week. It was really busy. The holiday season is in full swing, which means everybody is grumpy and wants to treat customer service people like crap. Not everybody, but a lot of people are just really impatient with us. I work at a doctor's office, and so I think it can be sometimes worse than even working at like a department store sometimes. Maybe not closer to Christmas. I think probably closer to Christmas people are a lot meaner to department store staff than they would be to us. I don't know. I've actually never worked in a department store, but I know people can get nasty there too. But just a friendly reminder out there, please be kind to customer service people. They did nothing wrong to you most of the time. Sometimes they do, but I mean, especially if they're trying to be helpful, just don't be nasty, you know? Like, there's no reason. I've been with someone who was always escalated things quickly and got nasty very quickly just to get his way because he thought he could intimidate people into doing what he wanted. That will sometimes work, but not always, and not most of the time for sure. People don't want to deal with that, and sometimes they will go out of their way to make sure that you have a hard time getting what you want if you're going to be nasty. So if you don't have a reason to be nasty, please don't be nasty. There's just no reason for it. So we're figuring out the color scheme for this bathroom. I don't know why I chose that. I hope I change it. That's a weird wall. Okay then. We move on to the bathroom, probably because I was fed up with we move on to the bedroom, probably because I was fed up with the bathroom. So I'm trying to figure out the master bedroom layout, and then I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the other side of the second floor either. What am I doing here? Oh, I think I'm creating the ensuite deck. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what it is. Because this is not a shell challenge. This is just a fixer-upper. I was helping Joe out, trying to make his build look a little bit nicer. Well, I guess it does wrap around kind of to an ocean view, doesn't it? The roof is kind of in the way, but I bet if you stood on your tippy toes, you could probably see over the roof. Or if you just climbed onto the roof, you could probably do that. Oh, wait. Oh, I extend the deck. Oh, good. Okay, so there is an ocean view from the bedroom, kind of. Great. At least from the ensuite deck off the bedroom. Alright, so we're trying to figure out ensuite doors or doors to the deck. And I could not figure out where to put the door to the bedroom. But I think we settle on that area. And then I wanted to make it so I do not put 3 beds in this room. I promise. I was just trying to figure out which one had the best patterns, and those were the 3 I liked the best. But I do settle on that white and green one with the leaves, because if you know anything about me, you know that I like leafy patterns. So yeah. So the day I was streaming this one, I had a pretty bad migraine and it just kept getting worse. So I think I already said that, but I probably wasn't thinking as clearly as I should have been. And I just wanted the whole stream to end. I was like, oh God, this hurts so bad. But I didn't, I wanted to work on it on the house, and then I wanted to also make sure I streamed for my Twitch family. So yeah, my goal was to just get everything set down as is what I usually do anyway. Just get the floor plan down, get all the items down, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I don't know why I chose that mirror. I liked the other one. I liked the other one better. It was more, I don't know, maybe that one went better with the style of the room or something. I don't know. I do like that flooring. I don't know if we change it later, but ooh, that wall. I hope we keep that. I'm like even though I just saw it like today, like a few hours ago, I'm like, ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I forgot about that. Then I'm trying to make the floors match the wood paneling on the walls, and they just don't, which is really annoying. But, yeah, so just moving some stuff around, making it nice and cozy. All the lanterns. When Joe toured it, he was like, so much fire hazard. What is going on? We'll just ignore the fire hazard. It's fine. But those lamps are okay. The oil lamps, like, they have a glass casing. It should be fine, right? Someone back me up here. Oh yeah, so then I go looking for wall sconces, as you can probably tell if you're watching the video. Oh yeah, and I was like, does that curtain have a light in it? That's the weirdest curtain I've ever seen. Don't know if I agree with that choice that I made just there. It's fun going back and watching all these, because, like, what was I doing? Sometimes I'm like, oh, that was brilliant, I love it. And then other times I'm like, what was that? Why did I do that? But we've got Royce, his cardboard dancing floor over there. That was kind of a joke there for a while. Joe's fiance and I, Stephanie, while he was building this, were like, get him the cardboard dancing floor. He needs the dancing floor. Oh yeah, and we are not hoarding hamsters. We're trying to decide between which creature we want to keep, and we do keep whatever that is. It's like a platypus ram hamster mashup. I don't even know. I don't even know. And then we furnish the deck, which is great. I'm not totally happy with the way the deck turned out, because even when I uploaded the lot, it felt unfurnished to me. Sorry, unfinished. And I wasn't happy with it, but I didn't really put forth the extra effort to go and make it better. I think I may have added a couple more things. Oh yeah, and then our desk just like disappeared since the last time we had streamed, which was weird. I noticed, so I think I had downloaded University between the last stream and this one, and so I don't know what happened, but there were a few things missing from the house that I know I had put in there. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but yeah, and then this area was right about here. My headache was really just draining me, and I was like, this feels like a basement to me. Like, you know, I don't know if anybody grew up with a basement that had a pool table in it, but it just felt like a place that teenagers would hang out, you know? But I tried to brighten it up, and just nothing was really working for me. This stucco looking wallpaper kind of worked. And then I hang all of the curtains, like, yeah, that's gonna have to do. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and watching. Again, all the links will be below. Make sure to follow both myself and Pwrcpl. They have awesome content. I love them both so much. They don't just play Sims 4, so make sure you go and follow, watch for the next episode, and until next time, happy simming.